So this is the second part of the Blackstone Fortress video. The first part I showed off the good guys of the box set, and in this video I'll be sort of showing off or showcasing the bad guys from the Blackstone Fortress game. Start off by saying this is the complete set of the bad guys from Blackstone Fortress, and as I mentioned in the previous video, this is the first time I've actually completed a complete total box set, sort of painted, based, finished, everything that's contained within Blackstone Fortress. I've painted up and got done. So yeah, for me that's quite a big achievement really, and it's good to put that on video really, to say sort of like it's a finished project. I'm sure there's lots of people out there that just like me have lots of unfinished projects or projects that they've started and got sort of distracted and moved on to something else. So yeah, it's for me it's a good thing to sort of say that I've sort of finished a project that I sort of started and sort of worked my way through and completed. So yeah, basically so this is the complete bad guys from the Blackstone Fortress. I'll run through some of the key models. This whole sort of idea of this set was to sort of make sure they had some consistency across the models, so they look like one combined force rather than sort of individual models and so on. Just wanted to make sure that it's they had some sort of combined force. What you may notice from these models is these two guys here. It's like, yes, they're not from the main Blackstone Fortress box set. When I looked at the forces and stuff, apart from the Chaos Space Marines, it was sort of like it would be good to have some sort of command structure for the traitor guard. So the expansion for Blackstone Fortress includes these two guys, which is the traitor Commissar and traitor Ogren on there. So I thought I'll get those to go with the army really, so it just looks more of a consistent sort of force through there. So what I'll do is pick up one of the sort of traitor guard and talk through him quickly. So if I zoom in, get the focus working. So this is one of the traitor guard sort of sergeant models. I really enjoyed painting these models. They are fantastic models, so I'm hoping GW do actually do a complete sort of traitor guard army, because these guys are fantastic. So it's really good to have in the set. So being traitor guard, I wanted to make sure that they weren't clean and proper, and had all sorts of nice imperial stuff. So yeah, so they obviously got ragtag armor and bits and pieces. This being the sergeant's got a little bit more armor than your standard local woman in the army. But what I did use with these is I used quite a quick technique for painting everything really, sort of a dirty painting technique really, a lot of watery colours and stuff, and not being too perfect on there. So but the base sort of creamy colour of the uniform that's your basic colour there, with washes and so on, and then some metallic on the metallic side of things. But then when it came to the weapons and bits and pieces like that, if I zoom in a bit more, I used the Typhus Corrosion medium a lot on these models, and I used them in places like the weapons, and the cloak and stuff on there, so you can see the grit and everything on these, which worked really well on these. You can see it on the helmet there as well when you get the focus, and the weapon there as well. So it looks gritty, old, and all sorts of things going on there. But that was the basic idea of the Traitor Guard. They're the ones that I painted first. Give you a few more examples. Heavy flamer dude there. Here's like some fur and stuff, and same thing again. So your basic armor color, and then the rest of it picked up with Typhos, corrosion, and metallics and so on and stuff on there. And you can see the grit on the helmets and the weapons and stuff on there. So yeah, again, that's a pretty cool army. You end up with 14 traitor guards, so it's quite a decent force. You then get a couple of psycho models. So yeah, same army, so same color uniforms and so on, and you can see where I've used different washes and stuff on these guys just to make them so they don't look out of place in the army. Yeah, these are really cool models as well. So yeah, they're really cool. So there's two Psychers, the base model, but then different poses. So that's the other one, which is pretty cool stuff on those. Yeah. And then you get some Beastmen for the set. I'll bring that up forward, get the focus ready. Yeah, I enjoyed painting the Beastmen. I've never done a Beastman before, so yeah, enjoyed painting this one. And as you can see, it's got your basic army fatigues and everything on there, and then obviously just different colours and so on for the beast face and the claws and the metallics and so on. But in general, being painted in such a way that they don't look out of place in the army. So that's basically sort of Traitor Guard. Then sort of some of the weirder things that appear in the army are these sort of Dark Mechanicum esque things, I believe. I think they're sort of Dark Mechanicum sort of thingies. Didn't go too overboard with these, but picked up the what's it called, the flesh and everything on these, and then sort of blended in the colours and used the same sort of colours I did for the other ones to pick up what was going on these. Yeah, they're pretty cool. They didn't really like them till I put paint on them, but yeah, they're quite nice. Quite nice models when you put through them. The only sort of disadvantage with them is the alternative pose isn't much different to the first one, so they're pretty sort of static walking maybe models on there, so there's not much difference in those. As you get four of those in the box, there's not much different in those. So yeah, that's those. Then there's a couple of, you get 4 of these sort of I'm not sure what they're called, like Urgles or something like that, sort of like a ghoulish sort of zombie style creature. These were done with dry brushing and washes, and then dry brushing and bits pieces like that to sort of pick up their colours and so on, and then I sort of use some blood washes on their eyes and hands and so on, so it looks like they're ripping up bodies and stuff as they're running through. So you get 4 of those. I won't show any more of those really, because there's obviously 4 of those on those. And then the other ones you get are the pick that one up, Sentinel models. Yeah, just a basic thing. Um, Interestingly, these are looking more and more sort of Necron-esque. Um, as with obviously with people might have seen the new 40k video with the destroyers and so on, with three-legged destroyers and so on. These guys are definitely looking more and more sort of connected to Necrons in some form or whatever. So it'd be interesting to see how the lore works on the latest editions of 40k and the last expansion for Blackstone Fortress, which shows some bigger of these guys kicking around as well. So that's interesting. So then what's left is the two traitor commands. So the commissar model. This is the commissar, and yeah, he basically fits in nicely with the rest of the models in terms of how I painted him and did the detailing and stuff on him. So he doesn't look out of place, and he looks like he's very much able to take command of the rest of the traitor guard on there as well. So commissar, but then if he does have any troubles, he does have an Ogrin bodyguard, which is this guy here, which is an amazingly cool model, really, and one of the nicest ones I've sort of painted recently. Yeah, a lot of character on this particular guy, and obviously with the get that not focusing in with the weapon and stuff. I played around with the big weapon, and yeah, the claw was quite interesting to do on this, to get the right sort of colours to work on those. It doesn't look too out of place and stuff, but he is a good addition to the army as well. And as I said, I enjoyed painting this one as well, so that's really cool. And then on the Chaos Space Marine side of things, these two here, wait for the focus, not focusing in, a bit better focus. Yeah, two traitor Space Marines. They're painted in a dark blue, which I wanted to play around with the dark blue rather than black. But essentially they are sort of identical to each other, really, and just basic Chaos Space Marines. I thought I would have more fun with them, but they are sort of pretty basic, so nothing really to say about those. They are essentially the same pose and everything, the same thing. I changed the backpack around and so on. This backpack is actually from the leader. I put that onto him here instead to give them some differences, so you can tell the difference between the two models, really. Otherwise they're practically the same. So yeah, there's a little bit of kit bashing going on there. And then the leader bloke is this one here, which is a nice pretty cool model as well. A nice plasma pistol kicking off on the side there. Thunder hammer. Played around with some of the washes on the Chaos Star on there. And then the backpack is from a different Chaos Space Marine model, which I wanted to give him a bit more presence, so I put this backpack on instead of the one that comes with, which yeah, I think works really well. And yeah, so basically you've got all the sort of fire and everything coming out of the skulls and stuff in the background. So yeah, yeah, enjoyed painting this one as well. So that is basically it, essentially. Yeah, so that is this plus the the guys from the previous video, is the complete set of models for Blackstone Fortress. So yeah, I'm really happy with the fact I've actually completed the complete set, so that's really good for me. And yeah, enjoyed doing them all the way through. Some nice interesting techniques and stuff used throughout the range as well. So yeah, it's really cool achievement on there. Hope you guys like it as well. Please like and comment where you feel appropriate with these videos, and if you feel like it, please subscribe to this, as I will be doing additional content as the weeks go through. Thanks a lot. See you in the future. Bye.